guys, welcome to my 11-week bump date. Also, welcome to my new filming set. Honestly, it feels like really nice to be filming in a space separate from inside the house because I can kind of shut the door and talk as loudly as I want. I don't have to shoot this when Juniper's napping, and I have my own space. And I kind of like the vibe in here because it is all like wood paneling in the back. There's like a little whitewashed, but it's kind of rustic, kind of fun, and yeah, I like it. So let me know what you think. We're gonna probably decorate the back a little bit, but I think we're gonna have this as like a shooting space for my videos, which is gonna kind of cool. So 11 weeks, let's talk about that. 11 weeks. For a second I was like, wait, am I actually 11 weeks? I am, right? I'm like, it's hard to keep track sometimes. 11 weeks, yes, 11 weeks. I know I missed last week's, and I think last week's was my 10-week bump day, so this would be 11 weeks. Hopefully I am right. 11 weeks, I am feeling a lot better. I am getting to the end of the first trimester, which is super exciting. It hasn't been absolutely terrible, but I haven't been feeling 100% myself or 100% very good. I dealt with a lot of nausea, fatigue, all of that really fun stuff that definitely a lot of people experience in the first trimester, and that is coming to an end, which is great. Today was a really, really good day. We've been having a lot of rain and cold wind, and we've been kind of cooped up a lot, and that has definitely not helped. I feel my best when I can spend a lot of the time of the day outside and the sun is shining and get my vitamin D. We're active. Like today we went on a bike ride. I did prenatal yoga. It was a really, really good day. I'm feeling really good today. I've been out in the sun. You can probably tell I've been out in the sun like all day, but I soaked it up and I loved it. So I'm definitely feeling better. Coming to the end of the first trimester. Emotionally, I'm also feeling a lot more balanced. I am definitely a lot less irritated. That was something I've been dealing with. I've just kind of had like a little bit of a short fuse. I've been able to like control it for the most part, but I definitely would say my patience level has dropped in the first trimester, and that has been a tough one too because we have a toddler and patience is key, and just day-to-day chaos can really test my patience this last trimester, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better, a lot more balanced, a lot more in control and emotionally stable. I will say there is still like I'll just be thinking of random things and I'll start to tear up, so I am still a little bit like emotional, like little things. I'll just think of like a heartfelt moment or something, I'll start to tear up, or like something something heartfelt, or like a memory or a commercial or a song. It's still just like random little heartfelt emotional things that make me tear up randomly, but that's probably just pregnancy. It's probably not going to go away, so that's okay. I'd rather have the emotional tear ups than the irritability, so I'm feeling good about that too. Mentally, and sometimes I feel like emotionally and mentally kind of collide. It's kind of hard to explain like what's different or think about what's different, but mentally I'm actually in a way better place too. So you guys know I've kind of shared in my last few bump dates that I've had a lot of like anxiety or worries about how is like having a second baby gonna change our family, how is Juniper gonna adapt, how like is she gonna feel neglected, and just feeling kind of overwhelmed and unsure of like all of these big changes and what's going to happen with our family. That is also kind of balancing out, which is really nice. I feel like I'm starting to really feel like I'm pregnant. I'm excited about this baby, and of course I've been excited about the baby, but I haven't felt like that like deep connection that I feel like I had in the beginning with Juniper, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just misremembering, but I felt like when I first found out I was pregnant with Juniper, I had like a really strong like immediate connection, and of course at that time, you know, that kind of was the total focus of my life. I could literally just like we were living in a van, we were traveling, we were doing all this fun stuff, but I could really be like present and focused on my pregnancy throughout the entire time. And with the second pregnancy, it's just not reality. I have a toddler to take care of. We have like way more responsibilities this time around, and I can't focus a lot on this pregnancy. But this past week, somebody left in the comments, it might have been a couple weeks ago, but somebody left in the comments that they had like their mama time, or their like mama and baby time, where they really just like focused on their baby and sent their baby like warm feelings or positive thoughts, or they just were consciously connecting with their baby. So I've actually been doing that a little bit this past week, and it's made a huge difference. I'm starting to feel way more connected to this baby, and I'm just like really excited about who he or she is going to be, and I'm just really happy I'm starting to feel like that connection again, because that was really like starting to get to me. It was like really kind of worrying. I didn't like that. I didn't like the feeling that I was not really emotionally connected to the baby yet, and I know that can take time depending on pregnancies, or even sometimes people don't feel connected until the baby is born. So I know it's really normal, but it was definitely bothering me that I didn't have that deep connection feeling. So definitely happy we're developing that, me and this baby. And I think it does help. We have the results of if we're having a boy or a girl. And we don't actually know yet, but if you missed it, we did a genetic testing through, what's it called, Prelude or something? Can't remember, but we did a genetic test. It tested a bunch of different genetic coding through my blood, and everything is looking great. Everything looks normal, which is awesome. But we also have the results of if we're having a boy or a girl through this test, and so it's on an envelope. We haven't opened it, and I don't know, just the idea that the information is out there. My midwife knows, and I could know any moment. All I have to do is open the envelope. But I'm looking forward to having that as a really special moment and finding out if we're having a boy or a girl. I will say we actually did a gender, like an old wives' tale gender prediction sort of test the other day on our family channel, so I'll link that up here in the iCard. Go check it out. It was really funny. Lots of interesting old wives' tales. They had some interesting ways to test for if you're having a boy or a girl. But that definitely hands down was like, you're having a boy. And these are like superstitions. I personally don't really believe them, but it was just kind of fun to get that, ooh, we might be having a boy. And there is just a little part of me that thinks we might be having a boy. And I could be totally wrong. It's not the same with my first pregnancy. I like 100% thought we're having a girl. I was like really sure we were having a girl, but we didn't find out much later. I think it was like past 20 weeks, maybe even. But with this pregnancy, I haven't had like any clue. But lately, I have started to get a little bit of an inkling that we might be having a boy. So I don't know. It's crazy. Corbin and I were just talking about it today. It's like our family's at a crossroads, and it could go in such different directions. And obviously it doesn't really matter if we have a boy or a girl. Our family is just growing. It's not really going in different directions, but just the family dynamic could be so different depending on if we're having a boy or a girl. And it's exciting. I'm really excited for that moment. That's going to be a really special moment. But yeah, that is pretty much the wrap up of this past week and also the week before. Basically, things are looking up. Things are looking good. This week has definitely mellowed out. I'm feeling way better, which is great. I'm feeling more connected, a lot happier. Just really, I'm feeling good this week, which is great. Hopefully that continues, especially as this first trimester totally ends, which is a good time. Be happy to be in the second trimester. So definitely leave your thoughts and comments down below. I love hearing from you guys, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Be where your feet are. Bye.